June 1941, Operation Barbarossa. 3 million German soldiers cross into the Soviet Union. The largest invasion in human history. German tank crews had never lost. Poland, France, North Africa. Every enemy they faced, defeated. Then they met. The T-34. German commanders sent urgent reports back to Berlin. The Soviet tank was impenetrable at standard combat ranges. Its shells cut through German armor like paper. It moved faster than anything they had encountered. One German general wrote in his diary, "We have met a tank we cannot defeat with the weapons we have." The T-34 didn't just stop the German advance, it broke it. This is the story of how Soviet engineers built the tank that changed the Second World War. The T-34 was designed by Mikhail Koshkin, not a military man, an engineer, a man who believed that a tank's greatest weapon was not its gun, but its ability to keep fighting. Soviet doctrine was brutal and simple. Wars are won by numbers. A tank that is cheap to build, easy to repair, and simple to operate is worth 10 tanks that are expensive, complex, and fragile. The Tiger tank cost 4 times more to produce than a T-34, took 4 times longer to build, required expert crews to operate. The T-34 could be built by factory workers with weeks of training, operated by soldiers with days of instruction. Koshkin's philosophy: don't build the perfect tank. Build the tank that wins the war. He was right. The T-34's most revolutionary feature wasn't its gun or its engine, it was its shape. Every tank before the T-34 used vertical armor, flat panels straight up and down. The thickness of the steel determined how well it protected the crew. Koshkin's team did something different. They angled the armor. The T-34's hull front was sloped at 60 degrees from vertical. The turret was curved and angled. Every surface was designed to deflect shells rather than absorb them. Here is why this matters. A shell hitting vertical 45mm armor penetrates 45mm of steel. The same shell hitting 45mm armor sloped at 60 degrees effectively encounters 90mm of resistance. The angle doubles the protection without adding a single kilogram of steel. German anti-tank shells designed to penetrate vertical armor struck the T-34's sloped surfaces and deflected, or shattered on impact. The T-34 weighed 26 tons. The Tiger weighed 57. Yet against many German weapons of 1941 and 1942, the T-34 was effectively impenetrable. Geometry defeated mass. The T-34 was powered by the V2 diesel engine, 500 horsepower, pushing 26 tons of steel. But the engine wasn't just powerful, it was a fundamental safety innovation. Every German and American tank of the era used gasoline engines. Gasoline is volatile. A penetrating shell that reached the engine compartment frequently ignited the fuel. Tank crews called their own vehicles Ronsons, after the cigarette lighter. Because they lit every time, the T-34 used diesel fuel. Diesel requires much higher temperatures to ignite. A penetrating shell reaching the T-34's engine compartment was far less likely to cause a catastrophic fire. Soviet crews had a better chance of surviving a hit. Climbing out, fighting another day. The transmission was crude by German standards. Drivers sometimes needed a hammer to change gears. But it was simple, repairable in the field with basic tools. Crude, reliable, survivable. In 1941, Germany bombed the Soviet tank factories. The Soviets picked them up and moved them. Entire factories, machinery, workers, tooling, were disassembled and loaded onto trains, relocated thousands of kilometers east, beyond the Ural Mountains, beyond the reach of German bombers. Within weeks, production had restarted, in buildings with no roofs, in temperatures of -30 degrees, workers sleeping on the factory floor between shifts. In 1943, the Soviet Union produced 15,500 T-34s. Germany produced 5,000 tanks of all types. The T-34 was designed to be built this way. Welded construction instead of bolted, faster to assemble. Components standardized across production runs. Repairs in the field using parts from destroyed tanks. An army of T-34s was also an army of spare parts. The T-34 was not a perfect tank. Early versions had no radios. Commanders communicated by flag signals. Vision was poor. Crew visibility inside the tank was dangerously limited. The two-man turret forced the commander to also act as gunner, a critical disadvantage against German tanks with dedicated gunners. German tank crews, better trained and better coordinated, frequently defeated T-34s in individual engagements. But the T-34 was never designed to win individual engagements. It was designed to win the war. At the Battle of Kursk in 1943, the largest tank battle in history, Soviet forces fielded over 5,000 tanks, the majority T-34s. German forces fielded 2,700, including their most advanced Tigers and Panthers. The Soviets lost more tanks, far more, but they had more to lose, and they replaced them faster. Germany never recovered from Kursk. The T-34 remained in production until 1958. Over 84,000 were built, making it the second most produced tank in history. Its influence reaches every modern tank. The sloped armor Kursk pioneered in 1940 appears on every main battle tank built since. The M1 Abrams, the Leopard 2, the Challenger 2, all slope their armor. All owe a debt to the T-34. Mikhail Kursk never saw his tank's victory. He died in 1940 of pneumonia contracted while personally driving prototype T-34s through winter conditions to demonstrate them to Soviet leadership. He drove his tank through the snow until it killed him, because he believed in what he had built. The T-34 justified that belief 84,000 times.